Hey, Sagittarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your February 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Sagittarius and take a look at all things related to career, finances, wealth, abundance, and income. So just a friendly reminder, Sagittarius, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can find that link in the description box below. All right, so what we have here, Sagittarius, we have the book, the skull, and the gold bar. So I am sensing that in the recent past, you may have been looking over paperwork, contracts, possibly even taxes. Some of you may have signed up for a new class, decided to educate yourself through an online learning platform, getting certified or going back to school. For others of you, you may have been dealing with something in the legal system, some sort of law and order or legality. You may also be writing a book, publishing, writing, becoming an author, or speaking your world into being through means of the throat chakra. So I'm getting here public speaking, social media, influencing, communication, as well as some of you, this is also about soul contracts. Learning as you go is going to be very helpful as you navigate towards your highest success in 2023. Now, you do have the skull card showing up. So I sense that some of you have certainly felt the lack of energy, or you felt that something may have needed to come to an end. You may have either felt low on cash, you may have felt like you've gone through a rough patch, you may have had to borrow money, time, energy, and effort. I feel like you may be borrowing someone's time, but you may be recompensed for that time. For example, you may be putting your energy out there to take a class. You may be paying for it, or it may be free, but you're getting something in return, and so are they. So I'm getting the Six of Pentacles energy. So it wouldn't surprise me to see that showing up for you. Now, that Six of Pentacles is also about a gift from the universe. Now, some of you may have a career as a healer. You may be in hospice. This could be no work. Perhaps you're retired, unemployed, or you may be even reinventing your career. So I like to think of this skull as the death energy, and the death energy isn't bad. It's just the closing of a chapter, and that chapter may have been something that was difficult. And we say closing of the chapter, and you actually have the book showing up in your recent past. So a lot of you are reinventing the way that you think, feel, and bring in money. Now, in the near future, you have the gold bar. So whatever you're doing in February, it's actually helping you out here in a positive, abundant way. There may be even news coming in for you that can help you through this transformation. I am getting that death energy coming in quite strong, Sagittarius. So you may see that show up in your reading. But in the near future, we have solid finances. This is about you investing your time wisely. So whatever it is that you've done in the past here, it's going to pay off in big ways. Whether you've decided to take that class, open that self-help book, join that network, partner up with someone new, start your own business, your own hobby, ask the boss for a raise, whatever it was that you had taken a leap forward into and invested either your time, energy, money, or effort into is going to pay off in the long term as well. This is about you being in a satisfying position that may take you well into retirement. This can be about banking for some of you. I'm getting here banking on oneself. So what does that mean? It means that you are believing in yourself enough to invest in yourself. Now, some of you may certainly be in a career that has to do with banking. Some of you may be refinancing, talking to a loan advisor, a financial advisor in the near future as well about your finances. I certainly sense that that could be a high probability. They're giving me the King of Pentacles here. So I do feel that this is about you making decisions in your past that will affect your future. Again, I feel something within retirement. It could be real estate. as well as looking at your values. Are they matched with what you are doing? And if not, how can you reinvent yourself to make sure that that is aligned? Now let's dive into your energy here, Sagittarius, and take a look at what the overall vibe is for you in terms of career for February 2023. What do we have here for Sagittarius? 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is about leaving a legacy, long-term growth, retirement. It is about being financially secure. So yes, what you are doing now, reinventing yourself so you don't have to necessarily fall down that path that maybe you have in the past with not having money, feeling lower on cash, borrowing someone's time, energy, efforts. This is all about you reinventing yourself from the inside out. And again, I just keep getting here, turning the chapter. Some of you may be throwing away the book and writing a complete new one as well. Whatever you are stepping into within your career life, the 10 of Pentacles is one of the best cards that you can have. So again, don't let this death card cause alarm or cause fear, because this is saying you're reinventing yourself because of something that had been challenging. Now, also, there could be something with a legal situation, some sort of debt, some sort of maybe even taxes owed, money owed to you. I'm getting here pension, compensation, unemployment, tax refund, things of that nature as well. And even inheritance could be something that is showing up for you in the month of February. Now, the 10 of Pentacles as well is all about your stability in your family as well as your professional life. So I feel that a lot of you are taking care of family dynamics that have to do with money this month for you as well. And you're making decisions that are going to impact you. Honest, loyal decisions. You can see here that there's a wolf. It's barely visible, but you're making decisions that are true to you, and they're going to help you move through any of those obstacles. Let's clarify this 10 of Earth for Sagittarius. Some of you struggled or had to borrow money to a friend or a family member. I'm getting here that you might not see that money come back, or some of you may be taking care of your children, whether adult children or under the age of 18. I'm feeling that you may be setting up a boundary, maybe saying this is an allotted amount, or I'm sorry, I can't help you out in that way. I need to save for my success. So I'm just getting here healthy boundaries. And that's going to actually strengthen your relationships, because the people that don't respect those boundaries may fall to the wayside here. And it doesn't mean that they're trash or it's trash. That's not at all what it means. It just means that you're aligning with the people who respect your time, energy, money, and effort here. So 2 of Cups, new partnerships coming in, new soul contracts, which we see here with the book card. So I'm also getting here, for those of you that are dealing with a legal matter or situation, they're showing me like a boom on the book in the legal system. So there could be something that wraps up or finalizes in the month of February as well, that will allow you to feel a stronger connection with either your higher self, with another partnership, or just being able to say yes to the new opportunities coming in. When this 2 of Cups shows up partnered with this 10 of Pentacles, this is a positive energy. Finally, after a time of maybe a little bit of stagnation, slow movement, or even no movement for some of you Sagittarians, there's partnerships coming in that are going to affect you on all different levels. This could be a new business opportunity, a new client, a new offer that shows up. It is about feeling that important partnership can help you grow in all areas of your career. This is also masculine, feminine energy. So it's alignment, you being able to balance, knowing when to take action, but when to receive as well. Sagittarius, let's take a look at the challenge, or what may be showing up as a block for you. How would you like this? Okay, thank you. They're actually giving me this one as the challenge, which is the Ace of Wands. So the challenge for you, I feel, in the month of February is reigniting that spark, getting that ball rolling. And something is definitely getting rolling here for you, but you're going through that in between. You have the Ace of Fire, which is the Ace of Wands. Now, when this shows up as a challenge, some of you may feel exhausted at times, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. This can be about feeling like you're going through burnout, creative block, or you just want to, again, reinvent yourself, which you are, but sometimes you feel stuck in that death energy of the cocoon phase. It may feel sticky. It may feel unsure, rocky. I'm getting moon vibes as well. So just a little bit of uncertainty on how to push through that. But I sense towards the mid to end of February, you're going to reignite that spark within. You're going to regain that motivation internally that will flow in your outer world as well. So you're going to start to feel more of that passion, that desire, that optimism is the right word here. Creativity is important for you, for a lot of you, and it may have to do with you following those spiritual forces that are aligning with your 2023 year. Let's take a look and clarify the Ace of Wands. 2023, if you've been watching the videos prior, is a 7-year in numerology, and that's all about spiritual awareness. It is all about you aligning with the human experiences that you want to have here on earth. And if some of you have been feeling a little bit bored, stuck, or stagnant, that there is more out there that you want to experience, this year is about you getting right with what it is that you want to do, to have here in this lifetime. There it is. Yeah, you're feeling a little bit bored, a little bit stuck. But the beautiful thing about the Four of Cups, Sagittarius, is there is a whole magnitude of beautiful vibes over here, colors of all different colors, all different energies. That cup is full, but she's a little bit bored. She feels like she's missed out, or maybe she just doesn't have the energy to focus on what's over there right now. But you can feel it in your soul. You can feel it on a bone level that there's some sort of change, but you may not be ready to embrace it entirely, or you may not feel that there's an opportunity to embrace it because you may still at times be focusing on what you've lost, or feeling a little bit frustrated, a little bit bored, or impatient because you're not feeling as inspired as maybe you typically are. But I am feeling, again, they're giving me the 14th, 15th, 16th. There's a shift in energy for you where you're going to pick your head up from over here and you're going to kind of look at what you have. And there's an excitement that bubbles within you. And it's something that doesn't immediately take place, but it is a slow buildup. And I feel that once you receive that heightened energy of that buildup, that's when you're really heading towards your truth, your integrity, your values. And that's when you're heading towards more solid finances. But you needed to kind of go through a little bit of a down period. So don't get so hard on yourself if you were feeling uninspired or unimaginative, or you didn't feel the creativity or the flow. Sometimes we go through those low stages. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or that you're not on track. And some of you Sagittarians need to hear that. You are on the right track. There just was a pause or a delay that may have taken place for whatever reason, for you to recoup and remember what your soul wants you to remember, that there's beauty right here in this cup and you have what it takes to see that. So that's what this block is, or the challenge for February, but things are going to shift for you in a very beautiful way. This can also be about reaching out, asking for help, asking for guidance, whether it is, I'm getting a professional, which I was seeking earlier, seeing with that King of Pentacles. It could be a financial advisor. It could be someone who knows, they have expertise. They're able to guide you, a mentor, a coach, a financial expert, a real estate or property agent, therapist, whatever that may be for you. It could even be a friend or a family member, but make sure you reach out and you're open to receiving just as much as you are open to asking, because there's that reciprocity that I'm feeling here with that Six of Pentacles in my mind's eye. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, they're giving me the name here, Travis, or it could be Traverse. There may be a little bit of I feel Travis, but some of you may have a little bit of a twist to the end of that name, whether it's a first name, a last name, a street, a country. Please take that as it resonates. Travis was the first energy, but then Spirit says back up here, there's almost a little bit of a pause at the end of it. So a pause or a break or an add-on. Again, please take that if it resonates for you. It could be someone you work with. Again, it could be a coworker, a friend, a family member, or a street that you come across as well. Now we have the Page of Swords as your foundation. The Page of Swords is actually a really powerful energy because this page is inquisitive. This is the private investigator of tarot. They're constantly in search. If you don't know how to do it, you're going to either find someone who does, or you are going to research it out until you find the truth. Now, when this Page of Swords comes up, this is within your foundation. So if you at times are feeling bored or feeling frustrated on a soul deeper level, Sagittarius, you can find the resources that you need, either through self-help, or whether it's through reaching out to others to answer the questions that you may have. How do I make this happen? How can I do this? What type of people do I need on my side? Who can I connect to? And also, I'm sensing as well, if you are maybe a business owner, an entrepreneur, or if you're looking to build up a side business, it's important for you to stay in that beginner's mindset where you're learning. Even if you have excelled in an area, take it to the next level and learn about something new. Okay, very powerful energy. This is really great to have as your foundation because this says that you have what it takes to go within and find the answers, as well as go out externally and find those answers. So beautiful balance there. Let's take a look, Sagittarius, and see what this is all about for you. Six of Cups, yeah. Utilize the energy of the past. Take what doesn't work and move forward with what does. This can be a card of nostalgia. Sometimes we get stuck too far into the past, and Spirit wants you to know that when we think too far into the past or too far into the future and we stay there for long periods of time, that can create anxiety or depression, one or the other. It is about being in that moment, being able to embrace this Ace of Wands energy, being able to feel inspired, feel passionate, and feel like you have a new sense of purpose instead of longing for what was or what was lost, or longing for a version of what had happened in the past. This is about you, the stars aligning, and you manifesting and creating what you want right now. Okay, the Six of Cups here. You've learned a lot at a very young age is what I am getting here for a lot of you Sagittarians. Some of you have struggled in the past with maybe family dynamics. This could be inner childhood wounding, but you've learned how to pick yourself up. You've learned that when you've gone down the rabbit hole or you fell in the well, so to speak, that you had to maybe climb out yourself, or you've had to reach your hand up and ask for help. Now, this Six of Cups says that you are doing that work in order to move forward. But don't sit too far into the past. Don't romanticize the past here. Don't buy affection from others here, whether it is physically, financially, whether it's emotionally, because stay true to what you know. Stay true to yourself as well. And I'm also getting that healer energy showing up for a lot of you. You have the Skull here. You may be a healer, whether on a professional level or a personal level. People may gravitate towards you, but you do have a beautiful heart, Sagittarius. So don't forget that. Sometimes you may feel a little bit cold. You may feel a little bit aloof, but remember, this is you. Ace of Wands energy is about your fiery, passionate desire of feeling that solar plexus aligned with where you're going. That's about you stepping into your power, chasing your dreams, and not thinking that it's not possible. What did you want to do when you were younger? What is it that you've always wanted to achieve? What goals did you have maybe 5 years ago, 20 years ago that you put on hold? It's time for you to maybe bring them to the light, bring them to the surface so you can do that again, or you can put more energy into that. Now, some of you may also work with children. I'm getting here as well, Sagittarius, whether in your professional life, or you may be supporting children as well. Let's see what's going on in the past, because sometimes that past can affect the future, but it's important not to stay too far into that, because we're living in the now, the present. The present is the gift, as I always like to say. The Three of Pentacles. Now this is about collaborating. It's about teamwork. It is about reaching out and asking for help. But maybe sometimes we don't always feel like we are supported. We don't feel like people are willing to help out. You may ask people, can you cover this shift for me? Or can we network, start a class together, or do this or that, whatever that it may be for you. But I am sensing a little bit of lack of support. You may at times even feel that spirit doesn't have your back here in the physical world, but that is the furthest thing from the truth. Sometimes we have these human experiences that are less than ideal, but we've come to earth to deal with duality. Duality can be success and failure, right and wrong, black and white, right? We come here and we deal with these dualities, but in order for us to feel so successful, failure is inevitable. We must have and balance both the dualities in order to climb up here. So when the Three of Pentacles shows up, this is about maybe people in your life not pulling their weight or doing their best. Other people stacking up a lot of responsibilities onto you when they should be evenly dispersed. This Three of Earth is about finding the right people who have your back, want to help you, support you, and are there for you. Let's take a look and clarify. Three of Earth, please. Three of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Thank you. Yeah, Three of Swords showing up here. Doesn't surprise me. There was definitely a loss. Could have been a job loss, a foreclosure. It could have been something that definitely left you feeling in the past like you had a bruised ego, a wounded ego here, a wounded soul at times. But the Five of Cups says it's important for you to not sit in a space for too long, as we were talking about, because that can breed depression, self-pity. It can breed disappointment, broken heart, betrayal, bitterness. And you see that showing up here with the Three of Swords. This is in your past, so this is good here. But I feel like you've either moved on from that, or you are quickly moving towards your triumphant success, or trying to manifest that, because we have the Magician showing up. Now, when the Magician shows up, this is about a right use of power. And that's what I was talking about with that solar plexus. This is about using our power to manifest abundance into our lives. But sometimes we can manifest the things that we're focused on. Now, if we're focused on how much money we don't have, or lack of, scarcity or poverty conscious mindset, then sometimes the universe blocks. Sometimes that universal energy blocks that flow of money that comes in. And some of you may be saying, well, Melissa, why would I block the flow of money? Remember, the law of attraction, karma, the universal laws, all it is your energy putting out into the universe and getting that in return. It doesn't mean that you're singled out and it's you that they're after and all these bad things are conspiring to happen. That's not at all. No, I'm not saying you created or caused this Three of Swords here, because sometimes external factors absolutely come in and they're out of our control, which I feel was the case here with the Three of Swords. But Spirit is saying here that even if it was out of your control and there was some sort of loss, it is your responsibility to get back on your feet here and get things moving forward triumphantly. You have a choice. That's the beauty of free will, to manifest and create where you want to go and how you want to move forward through that experience that you may have dealt with in the past. So let's take a look and see what is in your headspace, Sagittarius. What are you working on manifesting? We see the Magician showing up in the past. Let's see where you're at with the manifestation. Some of you may have had car or vehicle issues in the past, I'm getting as well. Okay, so right now you may be feeling a little bit either underwhelmed or overwhelmed with the choices out there, either the lack of or maybe too many at times. The Seven of Water is the Seven of Cups. And you can see here that she's sitting in this beautiful flower and she's looking up at all of the options above her. Now, you may feel at this time with that Four of Cups that there's not enough out there, or there's so much competition out there, or there's so much struggle that is keeping you on lockdown at times. But the Seven of Cups is about you focusing, making decisions that are in your highest good. And even if you're unsure of what those decisions are, it's about you tuning in and trusting. We're in a 7 spiritual year, and this is about inner awareness, insight, gaining what we need through trusting and believing that our higher selves are leading the direction, leading the way. You have what it takes to look inward. And some of you, whatever it is you're doing to reinvent yourself, like I said, you're on a path of more abundance, more success. You're reinventing yourself from the inside out, and you have a decision to do so here. Let's take a look and clarify the Seven of Cups for Sagittarius. There it is, Knight of Pentacles. You're moving forward. It just may seem a little bit slow, but this night coming up is the night that I really like to see, because this night is sure of himself. This knight is slower, but he's detail oriented. He's trustworthy. He's honest. He's reliable. He's dependable. He's the one you call when you want to get things done. It may not be as snappy as you would like, but he is the one that is going to hit everything on that holistic perspective. That body, mind, soul. He's the one that is going to get to the root of it or get a job well done. Now, some of you are building a business. Some of you are trying to advance in your career. I am sensing that there is movement here for you, but you may be feeling a little bit stuck with what, where, or how to move forward in your next path here, or your next chapter, as we should say. But I feel that the money will come in. Slow and steady wins the race here. And I'm also sensing that there could be, especially around that April, even March energy, that there could be a sum of money coming in for you. It could be back pay, some sort of favor that was owed to you, because I'm getting that Six of Pentacles. So I'm still curious to see if that shows up in your reading. So a gift from the universe, or a gift, a resource, or something of that nature. Sagittarius, let's see what's showing up in the near future. What do we have for Sagittarius in the near future? Oh, I love this. Look at that. You have the sun. Sagittarius, this is beautiful. All of that reinvention, all of that energy of the past is finally coming to that breaking point where you're able to see through the clouds. You're able to see through the obstacles, and you're able to see that sun shining on the other side. This is light at the end of the tunnel. So for those that have struggled and went through a rough patch, maybe felt a little bit low on money, perhaps it didn't get to that lowest of low. For some of you, maybe it went to the extremes. But the sun energy here is about abundance. It is the most abundant card in the deck. It is about happiness, success, and good health as well. So enjoy the moment, because sometimes we tend to wait for the rug to be pulled out from underneath us. We wait for the good to stop coming in. Even on a subconscious level, we may say, is this too good to be true? You hear, pinch yourself, because this is something I can't believe it's happening. Well, it is believable because it is happening. So embrace this moment and go with this flow of abundance and ease and energy. There may be some good news coming your way as well, and I was picking up on that earlier. Let's take a look and clarify the sun, especially after a hard time. Yeah, there's the Knight of Swords now. So you're definitely, I feel like this could be someone coming towards you, but you may certainly be heading towards the sunshine. You have a new idea. There's that pop of inspiration that we talked about in the beginning of your reading, the Ace of Wands. So again, overall big picture is Knight of Pentacles, where slow and steady. The bigger picture is slow and steady, something that's a life's work that you'll continue to do and build up momentum. This is that instantaneous strike of momentum. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say yes to that offer, or I'm going to work with this client, or I'm going to create this book, or I'm going to open that cupcake shop. So I do feel like you have this strike of inspiration, and it's almost as if you're hitting the ground running here. Knight of Swords showing up. He definitely rushes towards what he believes is important, but make sure that you are staying aware, staying in the moment is the energy that I'm getting here. Okay. Don't rush too forward, too much into the future, and don't again backtrack. Just stay in the moment. And that's what the sun is saying as well. Let's see how you're feeling. Sagittarius, what is going on with you? What is your energy all about? Okay, this is very interesting. I've never seen this before. They're showing me a set of knives. It could be kitchen knives. I hope it's kitchen knives here. It could be any set of knives. Either someone is sharpening a knife, or you may have received new knives or just bought yourself some, or some of you have very dull knives, or someone may have accidentally cut themselves with a knife. I'm getting here. It's just something with knives. I feel a nick, not a whole finger. But for others of you, this could be symbolic. Knives cut through. And that's also that swords that we were just seeing here. So I feel like you're cutting through some of the barriers, the obstacles that you have had in the past. So I feel a more positive energy from this, from the knives, but it could just be some of you may have needed a knife, or maybe you're chopping something as you're listening to this as well, or there could be a knife within your reach. Please take that as it resonates. If that's you, I'd love to hear it in the comments. Queen of Air, Libran energy. There's clarity coming your way. You're feeling clear about the path forward, and that may be why you're wanting to take off, right? You're feeling clear about finally moving forward and attracting the solid finances. There's some answers coming your way as well. Now, again, this could be some sort of inheritance, money owed, a new job offer, or business ideas that if you felt a creative block or a little bit of a burnout, you're feeling finally that that energy is starting to move again. And when the Queen of Swords shows up, she's intellectual, she's observant, she's very logical yet rational, and she's able to discern the truth. She can cut straight through BS. And notice what I said there, cut straight through. So I feel like you're cutting through anything that just doesn't feel aligned, or if anyone is fake or doesn't have your best interest, you're saying, no, I don't want a piece of that. I don't want a part of that. I need to do my own thing. So when this Queen of Wands shows up and this is in your energy, this is about you staying honest, staying in your integrity. You're very intelligent. Sagittarius, you can be very opinionated as well, but I feel that the way that you deliver can actually help inspire other people, because you're cutting through the BS and you are helping those that want answers get answers. So whether you are a healer, whether you are a nurse, whether you are a grocery store bagger, I feel like you are doing the job, you're doing it good, and you're putting it out there, and you're just slicing through any of the fluff is what I feel here. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords. I mean, this could certainly be someone coming in, but we are clarifying your energy. So I feel that if you felt lack of clarity, if you weren't sure how to move forward, especially in matters of the family, you have the 10 of Cups. I mean, you have 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups showing up in your reading. This is a very powerful, powerful vibe. This is about you possibly even reconnecting. There could be a family business, again, family inheritance. There may be even a family vacation that you are cutting through and you're saying, I'm getting the best deal. This is what I want. No negotiation necessary. You may be using your negotiation skills, Sagittarius, but whatever it is you're doing is leading to this 10 of Cups. This 10 of Cups is about fortune as well as peace. It is about emotional wealth as well. So not only are you heading towards physical wealth with the gold bar because you're investing wisely into your money, time, energy, efforts, but this is emotional wealth, getting clear on what you want to do because it makes you happy as well. Let's take a look at what's going on in your environment. What's going on in the surroundings around you? Okay, thank you, Spirit. They're giving me the place here. Savannah, Georgia in the United States. Now, if that place does not resonate with you, there could be something with the name in itself, Savannah or Georgia, or it could be a street, it could be a name, a last name, location. Please take it as it resonates, but I feel some sort of pull or call towards that area for some of you. If you're from there, hello. But what we have in your energy is 6 of Swords. Getting out of a deep situation that you felt a little bit stuck, stagnant, or bothersome in, and heading towards calmer waters. This is all about a spiritual journey. Okay, that's where you've been, Sagittarius, is on a spiritual journey. When the 6 of Swords shows up, this is all about you freeing yourself from a situation that was beyond repair and heading towards safety, financial safety, emotional safety, physical safety for some of you. But the Six of Swords is about you being able to move on, leave the past behind, and free yourself, free your mind as well. Because sometimes, especially if you have any air placements in your chart, Aquarius, Libra energy, Gemini as well, you tend to really overanalyze, overthink, overburden yourself with life stresses. You're finding solutions and cutting through that, I see. Let's take a look, Sag, and clarify the Six of Swords. What do we have for Sagittarius? Six of Swords. The moon. And the moon was something showing up earlier as your challenge. So just because you can't see exactly what you're moving forward into, please trust with everything in you that you're heading towards calmer waters. And I feel that you, Sagittarius, you know this on a soul level, but sometimes the ego comes in and says, but what if you head towards storms? What if you don't have enough? All of those what ifs or should haves or would have beens. That's where Spirit wants you to not go too far into the past and not go too far into those fears or obsessive energies here. Trust in the unknown. Embrace and trust. And you can see the two wolves howling there as well. And we've seen the wolves earlier. So some of you may be seeing wolves. That may be a sign for you. It may be your animal. But you're definitely heading out of a stormy situation towards calmer waters. Now let's take a look and see what your hopes and fears are. What are your hopes? We're right away there. So some of you definitely have some fears. Let's take a look. Four of fire, Four of Wands. I love the Four of Wands. This is all about you celebrating success. It's about you celebrating a victory, a milestone, some sort of creativity, passion, career project or goal that you have. The hope is that you're able to celebrate victory, that you will have this winning streak or just a moment of feeling like there is a win coming in for you, Sagittarius. That is the hope. Now the fear is, what if plans go crazy? What if they don't work the way I thought? What if I celebrate something too soon? Or what if I have nothing to celebrate? Remember what I said about those what ifs. Don't let them come in and take over the mind. Cut through that BS in the mind, right? Cut through those fears. As I always say, false evidence appearing real. Push through those obstacles, because what's on the other side of the obstacles is success and celebration. So you're actually manifesting this beautiful new beginning, even though you may still feel a little bit stuck in it. There's better times ahead here, financially, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, because this is a spiritual journey. Final outcome for Sagittarius, February 2023. There's that news. Messenger of fire. This is the Knight of Wands. There is a lot of movement going on in your energy here. You have all the knights in the deck except the Knight of Cups, which is fine. You have that emotional fulfillment with the 10 of Cups. So if anything, I'd love to see the 10 of Cups over the Knights, because it's something that is deep-seated within you. But this is about you finally feeling like you're able to be empowered. This is your energy of moving forward after a time of being stuck or waiting. Okay, this Knight of Wands showing up here is passionate, excited. There's a new adventure awaiting, and you are brave enough to move through the challenges. Be that warrior that you are, Sagittarius. Be instinctual. You are a leader. It's time to get things done. And I feel that that ball is starting to roll in your court, where in the past you had to reinvent yourself. You had to break down maybe all of the old, and that could be dirty. Strip away. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. Strip away all of the layers that we tend to accumulate through the experiences that we've gone through. And then you realize when you're carrying layer upon layer upon layer, who am I really? What do I really want? Am I happy? Is this making me successful in the way that I want to see success? So what happens is we then have to peel off those layers like an onion, and we get to the core and we say, wow, I feel liberated. I feel free. I feel like I'm able to expand and finally live from a place of true authenticity. I'm able to be the real me. That's what is happening within you. Let's take a look here and clarify the Four of Wands. You have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is good. This is about you opening yourself up after a time of just hanging on a little bit too tightly to all of those layers. Hanging on too tightly to pride, to ego, to money. For some of you, it could even be hanging on to some limiting beliefs that you've set in motion since childhood. Okay, because she's hanging on to her clutch, her purse there, and she's not wanting to let it go. But I feel like you're opening yourself up. When you think about purses, they can be very private. They can be very vulnerable. The contents that one usually carries in their wallet or their purse is very personal. So I feel that you are opening yourself up more to allowing receptivity, abundance, and more money to flow freely. Because what do we have right behind it? You. King of Wands energy, Sagittarius. This is all about you stepping aside from pride and ego, but being able to step into integrity and a sense of being humble. Now, I'm not saying that there's an egotistical place that you are living in, but we all have that egotistical place. And that ego, fear lies in that ego center as well. So sometimes we need to step past the fears. And I feel like that's what's happening here, is not letting the pride get in the way, not letting us hang on to something that needs to be released in order for us to be goal-oriented and to take charge of our own destiny. This is someone who's very adventurous, very warm. He could be a spiritual influencer, an entrepreneur, a motivational speaker, or someone who takes charge, takes others to the next level by just being in their presence. That is you, Sagittarius. So really powerful, powerful reading here. Let's take a look and get a message from the wisdom of the oracle, and I will read to you the prosperity message from the guidebook. For those of you that are interested in any of the decks used during your reading, you can find all of that information in the description box below. All right, what do we have here? 2 cards that flew out. Oh, I love this. And this is why you have here between worlds. And I think we literally said that earlier, where you may feel like you're between worlds, reinventing yourself at this time, but you also have that loyal heart. And we talked about that as well with that 10 of Cups, staying true to what you want on an emotional level, because emotional wealth is coming in for you as well. Now we have 3s showing up. So some of you may be born on the 3rd. There could be an energy around the 3rd of February, the 13th. This also is 35. Some of you may be 35 or be born on the 5th or even the 8th. Now let's take a look here. This 3 is all about transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully into another. It's temporary blindness into no man's land. That's that moon energy coming in, Sagittarius. But trust that all will be well, because look what's showing up on the other side of that flamingo. It's literally the 6 of Swords, where you're coming out of the storm into a more sunnier disposition here. And take a look, you do have that sun showing up. So this is beautifully synchronized here. Now the message is this. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes of your wager. Remember earlier I said something about you gambling on yourself, or you waging on yourself here? I feel like that's what this is about as well. It's a good time to bet on your skills and talents in a new and different arenas. Remain curious. Hello, Page of Private Investigator energy here. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden. Wow, you can't make this up. Literally, there's your gold bar. Sagittarius, every single word is showing up here in your reading. So I just can't help myself to point that out for you. So I hope you know that the stars are aligning, Sag. Remain curious, and with luck and the combination here of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've ever known before. What is that, you may ask? Well, something that is aligned to your heart's path here. And this is card 35, and I will read to you the message here. which is all about fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. And it says your long-term loyalty, which you also have literally it says long-term in your gold card here. You see that there, Sagittarius? Your long-term loyalty to your goals is becoming evident in the world of conditions where your aspirations for success assume form in reality. Success is finally taking shape if you are loyal to your dreams, faithful to your plans, while remaining flexible and devoted to serving others. You will be shown proof of your true prosperity. This is a time for joyful celebration of spirit, your manifesting partner. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love this for you so far, Sagittarius. It is so aligned. You're going to see things starting to pan out in a very beautiful way. I don't think I've seen the Sun, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles in a reading for quite some time. Now let's take a look here and see what messages the spirit animals have for you. And at this time, Sagittarius, I just ask if you can, take a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And I want you to tune into that third eye center, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's recently crossed your path in the great outdoors, or one that's visited through your dreams. There is no right or wrong answer, Sagittarius. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your animals in the comment box below, and I personally will enter you into that monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the 1st of each month. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. I absolutely love this one. I noticed right when it came out, you have dog, which we were seeing the wolf as well. And it says, be loyal to what you love. You literally have here loyal heart with the owls. And look at that. You have the owl sitting on your shoulder when we tune into your energy. So a lot of you are really getting loyal to what experiences you want to have next, staying true to your heart, aligning your inner world with your outer world, and you will be supported on a financial level as well. Next we have love is all around, nightingale spirit. So some of you may have seen a feathered creature. Some of you may have seen, I'm getting here, a canary even, or a yellow bird. This is about love being all around. You can see that the music is emanating. So you carry and hold the vibrancy about yourself, Sagittarius, that other people are attracted to. So the law of attraction is working in your favor. Now, some of you may be 41 or be born on the 4th, the 1st, or the 5th. And then lastly, we have white raven spirit. Trust in the magic. Trust that things are happening for you, that you are evolving, but that there is abundance and success, whatever that may look like for you, coming into your life, because it's something that you on a soul level are aligning more with. It's something that you want to experience here on earth. All right. And last but not least, we're going to see which crystal, gemstone, fossil, or mineral you can work with in the month of February to help you towards your path towards success. What do we have here? We have blue chalcedony here. So really beautiful. Blue chalcedony, it's card 11, which is soul path. Again, another wondrous reminder here. And it's all about easy does it, restoring balance and serenity. And the prosperity message is this: it's only natural to want to build on your inner affluence. You've been doing so much to change the old patterns. Good for you. Now, however, This crystal is calling you to take a closer look at what you have set in motion. Is it time to consider changes? Are you happy with what is coming into being? Or do you need to do some healing work to ensure you are comfortable with your newfound material wealth? Perhaps you need to work on trusting yourself and your co-creative powers. You can learn much that will help you build and maintain a solid foundation if you slow down at this time. Yep, some of you, like I said in the beginning, may have felt a little bit of burnout. Now, we do have that Knight of Swords coming in and the Knight of Wands. So the difference is sometimes we don't always slow down and pause for us to feel that healing or that inspiration. We just head towards the next thing, or we keep on going, and we stay in that maybe robotic energy. This is very important for you to reinvent yourself. You have literally healer here showing up. So you can utilize that energy to also work with and open up that throat chakra. So I hope this resonates with all of you beautiful Sagittarians. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and do drop your power animals in the box below. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love and light.